Alright guys, here with Coach Bills, Coach Aswat, after an enthralling under 13s game. First of all, result and goal scorers please.
Result was 5-1, goal scorers.
Jeff with 4 and Jordi.
Let's start there. Jeff with 4. Missing sitters after sitters after sitters last few games, and comes up with 4 today. What's different?
To be fair, he missed sitters today as well. He made up for it with his 4 goals.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the start of the first 15, he had a good few chances. He missed them. I was thinking it was going to be one of those games again. But to be honest, he pulled it out of the bag. He kept going. One thing we said to him, I said to him at the start of the changing room, is today, Jeff and Sammy are going to win the game for us today. And to be fair, he done it for us. You know, he kept plugging away even after he missed a chance, and that's the good thing about it.
I mean, he was just a handful for the opposition today. They could not deal with him. Every time he was through, they just gave up. Like,
for sure.
You know, have a shot on our goal. It was brilliant. It was brilliant today.
Quite. What's the right word to use? Yeah, emotional. Heated, emotional. Some very good celebrations as well. Was that pre-planned or did it just happen? It was in the spur of the moment.
I think it was more the hurt from the previous week loss, and the attitude was completely different from Tuesday onwards when us coach had a word with them. And since then they've just been on it. And to be fair, they showed that on the pitch today. And I think the goal celebrations were a relief.
Normally you boys come up with 15, 16, 17 players on a match day squad. Today you came up with 12. We know 2 players dropped out last minute. Is that something a route you're going down, or do you want to recruit some more players?
Yeah, it would be nice to get some more players in, because at least that way there's some competition for places in that team, and then there's actually a drive to improve as an individual.
No, for sure. No, I mean, look, we should always can't go with the 12-man squad for sure. We would like 15 always. Obviously there's a few players that have left and a few players dropped out. So we continue working. There's always spaces for players to come in.
Back in the mix now. You needed those 3 points. Does this mean title still on, or are you not looking at the title right now?
I feel like we've had this discussion every single vlog, every time we win, and then the next week it's just back to square one. So we just take every week as it comes now. Hopefully aim to win again.
For sure. Long way, long season ahead. I think we take a game by game, because we take 1 step forward and we take 2 back at the start of the season. That's what I've seen. That's why we've got 50-50 results at the moment. So I think hopefully let's move on to next week, and then the week after, and get to a winter break on high as we can get to, basically, and then take it from there.
Brilliant guys, well done.
Thank you.
Guys, here with Coach Moores, Coach Pele, under 12s. First of all, result and goal scorers please.
So we won 5-4. Riley got a hat-trick and Asad got the other 2.
4-0 up at one point. Let them back into the game second half. It was a game of 2 halves. First half you won 5-0, and second half you lost 3-1. 3-1. So, 4-0. Yeah, that's the one. My maths is bad. I was referee. Leave me alone. So how did this happen?
So I think the problem started at half time, right? I thought we played pretty well first half, but then I saw something else that first half. So I think that's one area we can improve as a management team. Like, we weren't consistent in how we saw the game, but we did make some good points. There was room for improvement. We could have played some better football, and we should have really killed that game off. And we set the boys out telling us saying, let's finish this game off. Because we know what happens. We'll get one back, and then last 10 minutes, so goalkeeper's going to go long. So we haven't got the two centre backs. We don't know it's going to be a straight goal. So we let them back in it, and it was also self-inflicted in the end.
Pels, what was your thought process behind all those substitutions?
Main thing was I wanted to try different players, different positions. So you don't want to be quite rigid and just play one position throughout their whole career. So we were trying to ease the centre back. So I thought there's decent players, decent ball playing attributes. To try and go there. Done well enough. The thing is defensively, it was a case of, as a team, you'd expect. Not expect, but you'd hope the players think, you know what, we're under Kusher a little bit, let's rein it down a little bit, let's calm it down, help out our defence a bit, and if we can counter, we can counter. There's too many occasions where we attacked and it just stayed up there, and if you know what, our defence will sort it out for us, don't worry about that. So it's partly my fault when substitutions were disrupted the balance of the team, but then some of the players got to take some responsibility as well, thinking this, because once his 5-1, 5-2, you got to think about, wait, they could possibly come back. Let's just calm it down, because at the end of the day, there is no need to attack. The spaces will open up. But the thing is, maybe just see how players play different positions and see if they could do well there. Because a lot of players, they've started their careers in one position and then ended up somewhere else come later on in their career. So it's all about progression, it's all about seeing how they are and just adapting to different situations.
Wow, brilliant guys, thank you very much. Alright guys, here with Coach Mo, Coach Hafiz, under 9s. First of all, result and goal scorers please.
We won the game 8-1. Goal scorers were Amit with 3, Adam Chadri with 2, Hamas with 2, and Zain Rahman with 1.
Well guys, at the beginning of the game, the opposition showed up with 5 players. You lent them a couple of your plays in both halves. How was that game overall?
I mean, it wasn't an ideal thing to do to give them 2 of our players. So what we done was we split it. So we gave them Abu Bakr and Hamas in the first half, and in the second half we gave them Zain and Huzaifa. So we had to take it as a training game. We got to see players in different positions, and we weakened that team a little bit purposely in the second half just to see how we'd fit. And we didn't do as well as in the first half. But like I said, we had to take it as a training game, so we had to make it a bit more difficult for our players.
Hafiz, some of the opposition, and one of them especially, plays for Chelsea. How do you think your boys coped with him?
Caught with it when you're talking about the quick kick, the one with
The one with the ponytail. Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. He was the only one who was putting up a fight from the other team. He was pretty much going toe to toe with Amit in like the first half, and he's a great player. And I was speaking about it to Coach Mo. He said he saw him in the first game of the season. He said he was outstanding, and he's someone to look forward to as well.
Well, speaking of him, Mo, he's at Chelsea. And obviously you got a young boy in Amit who's trying to get a pro contract somewhere. What do you think he has to do? Because he's got another 40 goals this season already, 50 last year, he's 10 away from his 100. What does he have to do to actually get signed?
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me a few months ago, I would have said exactly what we thought. But after you've taken him trials to loads of places, scouts are coming down to see him and still not taking him on, and it's becoming a bit silly now because he stands out in the league, head and shoulders above the rest. He does it on a weekly basis. Even his bad games, he scores hat-tricks. And I think every single team in this league fears him. So I'm not sure what else he's got to do to get recognised or to get that chance. And that's all we're asking for, is just a chance for him to get a look into an academy. And it's difficult for us because we're working hard, we're pushing him as much as we can, but there's only so much we can push him to before he's got to be moving up to the next level and being coached at the next level.
And just a quick mention on Huzaifa Dalal, who went to play for the opposition and put Amit under smash, as we call it. Live, get a special word on him as well.
Huzaifa, regards, I'm sorry, but I'm going back to last week's game. I wasn't that impressed with him. I spoke to him prior to the game. I said, you didn't have that much of a good game, you still got 2 assists. Now, if you were to have a good game, you'll get a dozen of goals and assists every season. So first half he played for us. Second half he did give Amit a good challenge on the left, and he didn't really put a foot wrong in the second half. Huzaifa, and he's proven to be a great player, considering that he is a year younger, right? Sorry, it's the same age. I do know my players, but he's proven to be a great player. Someone else that I wanted to mention, Hamas. Me and Mo were talking about this in the car. His second goal, I think it was a 1-on-1, and he did have Amit free. If this was the Hamas a few weeks ago, a few months ago, he would have played a square. But because he's been playing good, he's got some confidence in him now. He's finished the ball, so he's scored the goal, which is my main point. So my point is, kids, just play with confidence, just enjoy yourself, and just keep improving and keep doing what you're doing.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you.
Your details score in it.
Alright guys, here with Coach Ethan, Coach Zaf, they're discussing who's doing what. First scores, under 8s, and goal scorers please.
5-1 win, Rafai got 3, Hamza got 1, and Atif got 1.
Sum that game up for us please, Zaf.
It was a pretty good start. We had a new Idris on for his debut.
Did you have an old Idris before? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had Idris. Right, so we had Idris on, we had Rafai and Atif that started up. Everyone done pretty well, man. Honestly, they pulled it out of the bag. They showed us what they've been training on training. what they've been working on actually. But yeah, man, they impressed me on my birthday, 22 today.
Wait, happy birthday! I don't think you should have told us that, but okay. But yeah, Ethan, got a couple new additions. It seems like you got a squad now approaching the end of the season. Is this the same squad you take next year with you for again in the under-8s?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying it to Saf as well, is that now that we do have a squad, we're looking for that competition as well. Obviously the boys, they do know each other. We've got Rafai and Idris, they've got that competition there. We heard it already. Rafai gets one, Idris wants to get one, and there's already starting to be that competition now. So now obviously the more people train, the more they come to training, there's going to be that competition there where 1 week you're not going to get in, 1 week you are going to get in. The more you impress us, the more games you're going to get.
Nice, brilliant. You keep winning games. Obviously you've lost a few. Probably won't win the league this time round. But is that your ambition from January to May?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, sums that up. Thank you very much.
We've coached Rudy at the end of game week 11.
Yeah.
Rudy, 4 games. How many wins?
4 wins.
Sum it up for us, please.
What a day, what a day. What start to the morning, early start. So we start there with the under-9s. Bit of a mixed game. The opposition only showed up with 5 players. We lent them a couple of our players in each half. Like Coach Mo said in his interview, it was more of a training game than anything. But still got the win. Played some good football at times. I feel that they need to be playing that sort of football all the time. Adam Putney, brilliant again. I think last week he was a bit poor and he made up for it this week. He just gets better and better week by week. Isa again, brilliant. Adam Chowdhury chipping in with a couple goals again. And Omid taking his tally to 40 for the season and 90 overall, so not bad for the under-9s. Under-8s, they won 5-1. They started to build the squad now. They added 1 more player this week, and I think for now that should be it. But you never know, players keep on coming and going, so but right now they've got a stable squad, and with that squad we should start looking into January and looking to win that under-8s, because I feel they've got the potential to do so. Under-12s, very good start, 4-0 up, and then Coach Pele decided to become Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkerman, and let young stars back into the game. But never mind, he was experimenting, and that's fine. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to keep players playing in one position. They have to play in different various positions, and he tried it. It didn't work this time around, but I wouldn't advise him not to try it again, because that's the only way he's going to learn. That's the only way the team will improve. That's the only team will become versatile. So fair play to him. I know he might get criticism for it, but the fact of the matter is he tried something and he was willing to take a risk. And if you're not willing to take a risk, you're not going to get very far. And as for the under-13s, whoop! That's what I can say about that. What a performance. We had a go. Oh, by the way, let me mention I ref the under-12s game as well, and I was pretty good, if I say so myself. But now, under-13s game, we had a word with them on Tuesday. Yeah, just a small little word, and then they showed some character out there. So yeah, no, it was brilliant. It was brilliant performance. Heated game that we love. This is the kind of football that we love. We're all ex-players, so we know what a game like this involves and what it takes. So the players showed great character, great belief, and Jeffrey scored 4 goals.
Brilliant. You mentioned a little bit about what you spoke to the 13s about. For those of you that weren't there on Tuesday, Rudy pretty much stopped the world with his vocal cords. He had a right go at the 13s, and in essence, everyone, I think most kids took the next day off. So tell us a little bit about that, because I know recently you've been mentioning how you've been taking part or contributing to sessions for under-9s, under-8s.
I mean, look, the boys have had what, 4, 6, 11 weeks plus pre-season, so it's a lot of training sessions. That's 22 training sessions just without pre-season. So we're talking 26, 27 training sessions all in all. They should be playing a certain way by now. Every single team should be playing the right way with that ethos. And today I can say that glimpses, not completely done. There's still a lot of work to be done, but they're doing it. So on Tuesday was just to emphasise that point to the under-13s this week. Because last week what we saw was a game of 2 halves. The first half they should have destroyed the team and they didn't. And then in the second half they pull out challenges, don't win the second ball, the stuff like that. So that stuff needed to be addressed. And just playing the right way. If you watch this game, I mean, we weren't allowed to record, thanks North London. But if you saw the first 5 minutes of the game, it was just keep ball, and we just kept the ball in our own half and waited for the right opportunity, and that's what we're trying to emphasise on Tuesday, that be patient and the chances will come, and eventually the chances came. Yeah, the game got a little bit gritty, but they adapted to the playing surface and they adapted to the playing style of the opposition, and they were brilliant.
You mentioned 4 wins out of 4. I think it's the third time we've had that this part of the season. It's not really the end of December yet, so obviously it's very, very positive for us. And you mentioned about playing our way and playing, following our ethos. And this time last season, we only had training once a week. So we were really pushing for twice a week, and we've done that. And can you say parents are now seeing the fruits of that?
Of course, you train, the more you practice, the better you get. Simple as that. You don't need time to talk too much about it, because they come to training, we've got certain way of playing. Sometimes they do the same session 2 times a week, sometimes 4 times in 2 weeks, and that's great. And we'll carry on doing it, because we're seeing out there now that we're trying to play the right way, and playing the right way means getting the good results, and that's what we're getting right now. So well done to r77, well done to all the coaches, well done to all the kids, because without them we don't win games, and they're going out there and they're showing everything that they're supposed to be showing right now. So get in! Yeah.
Alright, we leave it at that.
This is what we should be doing every week. How we play today is how we should be playing the rest of the remainder of the season now, yes?
Yes!
Wait, we're good enough. We've seen that today. We dealt with these lot already 1 game, second game we banged them again. This is how we play. We didn't go in for a tackle like you said. We had a lot of chances, we missed a lot of chances, but you know what? Well done. We kept going and he scored all them goals. Listen boys, it's one week in, week out. Have a great day.